I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Monday, March 11th, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Usually soccer doesn't lead off the top of the show, but with Antonio Brown being traded on Saturday night, today's top story is Jack Grealish. Grealish is an Aston Villa player in English football, or soccer. Yesterday, Aston Villa played crosstown rivals Birmingham in a Midlands derby. In the 10th minute, a fan ran onto the field and punched Grealish. Grealish would be fine in the end, and he would actually score the winner for Villa as they won 1-0. The fan has been arrested and will probably be banned from Birmingham's home stadium for life. A similar incident happened later at the Emirates between Manchester United and Arsenal, as a fan ran over and pushed United defender Chris Smalling in the second half. These kind of breaches of security are unacceptable, and chances are the English Football Association will take a look to see how security can be improved. Now for some basketball.
Bird takes the shot. It's gone! Oh my goodness! I can't believe it! Jordan with 2 seconds to go puts it up and scores at the buzzer! Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago!
Around the NBA.
Last night, the NBA had a 9-game slate. Pistons glided to a 131-108 home win versus the Bulls. Otto Porter Jr. helped out with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist for the Bulls, while Andre Drummond pulled together 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 15 assists en route to a triple-double for the Pistons. Blake Griffin had 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Pistons. The Raptors sailed to a 125-104 road win against the Heat. Pascal Siakam served up 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Raptors, and Bam Adebayo integrated 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Heat. Dwayne Wade had 15 points off the bench for Miami. The 76ers obliterated the opposition with a 106-89 home win over the Pacers. Bojan Bogdanovic lent 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists for the Pacers, and Joel Embiid included 33 points and 12 rebounds for the Sixers. Embiid played 28 minutes in his first game back from a left knee issue. The Hawks rumbled to a big 128-116 home win versus the Pelicans. Elfrid Payton submitted 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists to the scorekeeper en route to a triple-double for the Pelicans. Kevin Huerter put together 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Hawks. The Grizzlies took a win out of the FedEx Forum with a 105-97 home win against the Magic. Nikola Vucevic offered his services and put in 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Magic. Mike Conley merged together 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Rockets didn't stop fighting and got the 94-93 win over the Mavericks. Eric Gordon added 26 points and 3 rebounds for the Rockets, while Luka Doncic blended together 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists as he finished an assist shy of a triple-double for the Mavericks. The Timberwolves looked strong as they got a 103-92 win versus the Knicks. Damian Dotson produced 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists for the Knicks, and Jeff Teague mixed in 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 10 assists as he had a triple-double for the Timberwolves. The Spurs made out like bandits with a 121-114 win against the Bucks. Eric Bledsoe settled in and put together some good numbers with 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists for the Bucks. LaMarcus Aldridge showed up with 29 points and 15 rebounds with 2 assists for the Spurs. The Suns found a way to get the 115-111 win over the Warriors. Devin Booker led his team with 37 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists as the Suns snapped an 18-game losing streak to the Warriors. It also snapped a 19-game losing streak against Western Conference opponents on the road. Klay Thompson had 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for the defending champion Golden State Warriors. Here are your NBA standings. Here are your top 8 teams in the NBA Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks are the number 1 seed if the season ended today, followed by the Toronto Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers, Indiana Pacers, Boston Celtics, Detroit Pistons, Brooklyn Nets, and Miami Heat. The Orlando Magic are a game out, and so are the Charlotte Hornets of Miami for that 8th spot. In the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors are the number 1 seed, Denver Nuggets are the number 2 seed a game and a half back, followed by the Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, Portland Trail Blazers, Utah Jazz, San Antonio Spurs, and LA Clippers. The Spurs and Clippers are tied for the 7th spot, but Spurs hold the tiebreaker over LA. The Sacramento Kings are in the 9th position right now, 4 games behind the Clippers and Spurs for that 7th and 8th spot. Now to the ice.
Back in front door, shot, scores! Bobby Goal! Goal! Rebound chance in front. Kagan is there. Puck up free. Score! Score!
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
Around the NHL.
The NHL had 5 games on the schedule last night. The Panthers took down the Detroit Red Wings 6-1. Thomas Vanek helped out by scoring his 14th goal of the season, and Jimmy Howard had 31 saves for the Red Wings, while Alexander Barkov satisfied the fans with his 30th goal of the season, and Sam Montembeault had 15 saves for the Panthers. The defending Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals looked strong as they got a 3-1 home win over the Winnipeg Jets. Mathieu Perreault produced his 12th goal of the season, and Connor Hellebuyck had 15 saves for the Jets. Lars Eller helped along his team by scoring his 10th goal of the season, and Phoenix Copley had 23 saves for the Capitals. The Penguins made out like bandits with a 4-2 home win versus the Bruins. David Krejci settled in and had his 19th goal of the season. Yaroslav Halak had 31 saves for the Bruins, while Jake Gunsel commanded the ice as he scored his 34th goal of the season. Matt Murray had 28 saves for the Penguins. The Bruins' point streak ends at 19 after last night's loss, which means they had won, lost in OT, or a shootout each of their last 19 games. Flames smashed and grabbed a 6-3 home win against the Golden Knights. Riley Smith led the Golden Knights with his 14th goal of the season last night, and Malcolm Subban had 26 saves. Matthew Tkachuk dictated the pace on the ice and had a hat trick with his 27th, 28th, and 29th goals of the season. David Rittich had 20 saves for the Calgary Flames. The Kings figured it out and got the 3-2 road win over crosstown rival Anaheim Ducks. Dustin Brown tickled the twine with his 17th goal of the season. Jonathan Quick had 16 saves for the Kings. Daniel Sprong put his name on the stat sheet in a good way by adding his 11th goal of the season for the Ducks, and Ryan Miller had 20 saves for Anaheim. In the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning are at the top of the division. They lead the Atlantic Division by 15 points over the Boston Bruins. Toronto is 4 points behind the Bruins for that third spot in the Atlantic. In the Metropolitan Division, the Washington Capitals lead the New York Islanders by 4 points. The Pittsburgh Penguins trail them by 2 points. There's a 6-point gap between the Caps and the Penguins for first and third in the division. First 2 wildcard spots are out of the Metropolitan Division, Carolina Hurricanes and Columbus Blue Jackets. The Canadiens are tied with the Blue Jackets, but the Blue Jackets have the tiebreaker over Montreal. In the Western Conference, the Central Division is led by the Winnipeg Jets by a point over the Nashville Predators. Nashville Predators lead the St. Louis Blues by 4 points in the Central. That's first, second, and third. In the Pacific, the Calgary Flames are a point ahead of San Jose, who are 9 points ahead of Vegas in third. The first 2 wildcard spots belong to Central Division teams, the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild, and the Arizona Coyotes are a point behind Minnesota. Move across the pond.
Abby Wambach has saved the USA's life in this World Cup. Quite incredible. He couldn't even have dreamt that. Certainly through. Oh, it's incredible. You could not write a script like this.
Robbins and Parsay, 1-1 at Old Trafford.
Name on the trophy. And Solskjaer has won it. Manchester United have reached the promised land.
This is your Soccer Up.
Liverpool survived versus Burnley by winning 4-2. They're now a point behind Manchester City in the EPL title race with 8 games to play. Chelsea drew 1-1 with Wolves at Stamford Bridge as Eden Hazard scored an equalizer in stoppage time for the Blues. Finally, Manchester United suffered their first loss in England under caretaker manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They were unbeaten in 9 away matches and had 1 loss in 17 matches across all competitions, before falling 2-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates. Moving to the MLS, NYCFC drew 0-0 with DC United, Sporting Kansas City 2-0 winners over Philadelphia Union, and Atlanta United led 1-0 in the 85th minute. The defending champions were playing newly created MLS franchise FC Cincinnati. FC Cincinnati scored in the 85th minute, and the match ended in a 1-1 draw.
That's the Sport Report, Monday, March 11th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning in today on The Sport Report. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. This podcast is copyrighted by The Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Channel One Sports is strictly prohibited.